Hello! Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I nearly said good evening before good afternoon. That's not how time works. Hi, Zon. I saw you in the pre-chat. Hi, hi. Hi, everyone. We survived Monday. This is definitely have caffeine, even though it's too late to have caffeine. I was waiting, but I guess my pocket pressed send. Your phone is too excited. That's okay. I understand. There is no shame in saying hello early. I see it all. Yeah. Busy day at work, but... Yes, phone hype for stream. Excellent. Yeah, it's busy day at work, but... Two exciting things for streaming. One, I finally did order that desk. I stopped hemming and hawing on what was the best one, and I finally ordered a desk. It's roughly the size I have now, but it'll be L-shaped and also have lots of shelves. So that should sort out my situation, because the main issue I had was storage space. There's just nowhere to put all the stuff I needed. At least this way, I can put stuff on shelves, like above and below the desk, to kind of keep things out of the way. And the second thing is I bought a smartphone tripod, which means once I have the bigger desk set up and I know like how to position everything, I can start doing like hand cams and stuff. Like I can start doing the crafts, and I can finally follow through on building a gunpla on stream like I promised people I would do when I got monetized a long time ago. Time for desk building stream? I thought about it, but I don't know if there's enough room in... I don't know if there's enough space in my room to be able to have my desk, like my PC set up safely and be able to build my desk. But I'm off on Friday and the desk will come on Wednesday, so maybe I'll do like a Twitter space. Maybe I'll do a Twitter space and you guys can just hear me banging around. Have to break everything down, yeah. Cause, so technically what I have right now is not a true desk. It's like it's a very, very solid wood and metal table. To the point that, literally, like I had to move it on my own once. And I kind of wish I had had steel-toed boots because I dropped it and the bang it made, I am shocked it didn't make a dent in the floor. This thing is probably actually like 50 pounds. Like, it's very, very, very solid wood and metal. And like the metal legs. Yeah, like, think like a banquet hall. It's basically a banquet hall table. Iduna was getting rid of it, and she's like, do you want it? Like, I'll send the significant other with it. And I'm like, okay, sure. And I did realize how heavy it actually was. So it's like, basically, I will fold this thing up, and it's gonna go into the storage room until I can get someone to come over to help me carry this thing outside, or call like the city dump or something to come pick it up, because I'm not gonna be able to get this down like multiple stories. Like, I don't even know if I could get this in the elevator by myself. And I mean, like, yeah, it's like a really solid table. Like, I might keep it to like use it if I need like additional space for like a crafting stream or something. But yeah, it's just so heavy that like I feel like I'll need my full attention to safely maneuver this thing. Twitter Space is a cool idea. Yeah, I've seen like Fuamoko and some other people do like a Twitter Space when they're like cleaning their room or something like that. Because they're like, like, I mean, we could stream, but like, you know, we're gonna be moving around a lot, so like, let's do a Twitter Space kind of thing. So that could be fun. Table served well, table served very well. Had it for like a good few years. It did its job really well when like, you know, I didn't need to have 2 monitors, a PC, microphone, all these cables and whatever else. When it was just like, you know, a normal computer desk, it worked great, but now it's like, nah. Hi, Jackon. I'm good. Was just sharing with chat and everyone that I finally purchased a new desk. It's not built and it hasn't arrived yet, but I should hopefully have enough space to finally do that Gunpla building stream I promised you ages ago. Because I will have space now to actually build stuff. Yeah, first Gunpla, I have to actually look up and see what I'm gonna get, but yeah, I can actually start doing like crafting streams or like, you know, make jigsaw puzzles. Make cookies or like, you know, like build some models, whatever else. Which is nice. It's nice to be able to have the variety. I love doing gaming streams, but I think part of the reason why like I end up having so many series of games going at the same time is it's like I get either like a hyperfixate on one thing and like, you know, we play Paper Mario for like a week and a half, or like I need to keep changing things up, otherwise I get bored. And when you're a content creator, if you're bored, that makes for a very boring stream. That sounds fun? Yeah! I'm excited. Ordered a tripod for my phone as well, so I can use that as basically like, you know, the hand cam. I had been looking it up and some people are like, yeah, I mean, like, some people use this webcam, but I mean, like, also cell phone cameras are really good nowadays, and you already own one if you're a VTuber, so it's like, oh, you know what, you got a good point there. So people like use like, you know, their like their tablet or like their iPad to track, and then they'll use their phone as like the hand camera in those situations. So it's like, yeah, they're like, you know, like, yeah, like if you're gonna do it a lot, sure, buy that like, you know, $100 webcam or whatever. Or if you're just gonna do it now and again, just use your phone. It's like, oh! Because, like, yeah, you can use, like, your phone or your iPad or whatever as, like, a camera source in OBS. So it's like, oh! True! You got a point there. And there's, what, indie game sales going on right now, so I bought a whole whack of stuff. I was hemming and hawing. Enter Nights was still on sale until like 1 PM today, so I bought Enter Nights. What else did I buy? I've got Goody Two Shoes, which is like the prequel to Pocket Mirror, which we played. I got Dave the Diver, which like a lot of people have been playing. It's a really chill kind of like fishing underwater exploration game. And I mean, I find it's chill, even though like I have thalassophobia and I hate deep water, so you know it's gotta be a good game. And what else did I grab? Oh, that one with a really, really long title. Like the ones that's like, hey, you wanted these games? Well, you got these games. Like the one that's by the Katamari Damacy creator, and like he modeled it off all of those like ads you see for fake games, but he actually built the games. Games by the Katamari Damacy guy? I'm pretty sure it is. Let me just double check in case I am spreading false information on the internet. What was the other game? I got Goody Two Shoes. I got Dave the Diver. And I got Enter Nights. Those are the ones I picked up over the weekend. Why am I Googling this? I have Steam. Her Deep Water and Splendiferous Subnautica? Nah. It's a really solid lineup. Yeah! Like, there was, like, a lot of sales on indie games, and it's like, oh boy, I've been looking at these for, like, a long time, so time to, like, pop. Because, yeah, the point I was making about Deep Water was Dave the Diver, like, it is an exploration game in the water, and I find it chill, even though I have thalassophobia, so you know it's, like, gotta be, like, an actual, like, legitimately chill game if someone with a phobia is like, oh, I really like watching people play this game. I want to play it myself. I'd imagine Subnautica is a big no-go. Oh, gosh, yeah. To give, like, a reference, Iduna, when I found out, Iduna, obviously, like, she's, like, you know, she's a fish, she's a mermaid, she loves the water. So we had two very separate reactions to finding out most of the exploration in Fontaine and Genshin Impact was going to be underwater. Momentarily confused, completely understandable, yeah. Subnautica, I could probably be, like, you know, talked into, like, you know, if it was, like, a Dono subathon goal or something like that, like, I could probably do one stream of it. But literally, the very first time we were going around in Fontaine, like, you can't actually drown in the waters in Fontaine because, like, you know, it's the water nation. But it took weeks for me to get used to swimming under the water there. Because literally, it's like, it's not like I was having panic attacks or anything, but like I just felt very on edge and I just wasn't having fun. So water exploration for me, like, I'm okay-ish going down there for quests and stuff like that, but I rarely spend more than like 20 minutes exploring underwater stages in Genshin. And literally there's like one part where like it was underwater and it was also very narrow tunnels. And I'm claustrophobic as well, so you can just imagine how much fun I was having. It's like, oh my god, why? Oh! How did I knew I forgot one. I also got Needy Streamer Overload, which is another, like, game that I absolutely adore, even though, like, you know, it is truly, like, nuts, but hey. Let's see, store page. All games I haven't played, watched. Excellent. Yeah, yeah, okay, there we go. So I finally looked up, that, yeah, you want those games, right? So here you go. Now let's see you clear them, which is like, you know, those like mini games things. So developed by Osaka-based studio Monkey Craft, who are known for having previously developed Klonoa Fantasy Revere series, as well as leading the re-roll remasters of both Katamari Damacy and We Love Katamari. So not the Katamari guy exactly, but it was people involved in Katamari did develop it, so close. Yeah, it's not Keita Takahashi who's like the guy who thought up Katamari, but it is people who have worked on the game, so makes sense. That's probably how I got the wires crossed and thought it was the guy who did Katamari Damacy. That sounds like some nonsense shovelware. Kinda, yeah. Like I watched Battle and from Hello Stars play it, and like truly, it is exactly like they literally just made those shitty games you see in ads. But that makes it really fun to play. Like when Battle was playing it, because you had to do math to jump from room to room, so like if you got the right answer, you would be fine. If you got the wrong answer, like, you know, you would die kind of thing. So this guy's writing chicken scratch because he can't mentally calculate, like, you know, 7 times 2 plus 8. A lot of people were streaming it. Yeah, like it definitely fell off very quickly. Because it's definitely just like a one-off kind of thing. But like, I'm always looking for those kinds of games as like something I can slot in as like a one-off stream. So like, you know, because as much as I love streaming series with everyone, I know like, you know, if people miss them or they come in late, they've got no idea what's going on. And so for some people, that's enough to be like, I'm not even gonna watch the stream. So I'm trying to find that balance now of one-off content and longer series to enjoy with everyone. Because when I started, we were basically just playing games that I already had in my library because, you know, not a lot of pocket change to go around in this economy. And 95% of the games I own are like, you know, 100-hour JRPGs. So, some simple pick-me-up and play games are great every once in a while. Yeah, absolutely. And it's refreshing for me, too, to try different stuff. Because I love sharing my favorites with you guys, but it's nice for me as well to try something different. Ugh, okay. Let's get rolling. We have a teenager to save from, the courts. The courts. I saw they have, pre-orders up for the Apollo Justice trilogy as well, so I am super excited. Hopefully somebody less guilty sounding than Larry. Maya is a peach. She's I don't want to say she's dumb, like she just really sticks her foot in her mouth kind of thing. But unfortunately she is damseled quite a lot. Like, I think she's a suspect in a case in every single game in this series. Like, this poor girl, she just has horrible luck. Perfect? Yes. Alright, boop. How? She is constantly in the wrong place at the wrong time. And constantly getting framed for stuff. Like, poor girl, truly. Alright, the game's not frozen because the gears are spinning, but I don't think it's supposed to take this long to load up, so hold on here. Let's try that again. Ah, there we go. Weird. Technology's been weird today. My internet's been, like, cutting out for, like, you know, like 30 seconds. Not even, like, enough to be, like, you know, a true, outage. Just, like, enough to interrupt all of my games and, like, my videos and stuff. Terrible, terrible. Alright. Perfecto, we got everything, we got everything. Last night you could barely watch without buffering? Oh god, that's the worst. Yeah, like, I do have a decent chunk of data, so, like, you know, I could, like, say, play games on data for a night, but, like, you know, I wouldn't be able to do that, like, multiple nights. So it's nice that the internet's like, yeah, we work. Don't worry about it. Both routers were moved too close together. Oh, like they were causing interference, basically. Makes sense, though that's annoying. Yeah. God, talking about two routers just reminds me of the first time I went to Iduna's place after she moved in with her partner. They had two routers. One was called Alfheim Online after Sword Art Online, and the other was Tengen Toppa Current Logon. And, like, I looked at my phone, and then I looked at her, she's like, yeah, both of those are ours. And I'm like, okay, what's the password? Please don't tell me it's Pierce to Heaven. And she's like, yeah, it's Pierce to Heaven. For the Alfheim Online one, not Tengen Toppa. I'm like, okay. That's perfect. Yeah! I mean, like, they both love, Gurren Lagann, like, we all do. So, like, it worked perfectly, and I was like, I'm gonna assume both of these are yours, but you never know, because, like, I mean, in my building, like, there's definitely been other nerdy, router names, so it's like, are your neighbors nerds, or are these both you? Like, what's going on here? I changed it because I got a new router, but I got mine during my Voltron Legendary Defender phase before, like, you know, the fandom went totally wacko, so for a long time mine was Castle of Lions. Oh, is the controller did the controller batteries already die? Or does the Bluetooth keep turning off? Okay, are you happy? Are you happy now? There we go. My god. The Bluetooth turned itself off like 3 times. Like, I don't know what's going on with this thing. All my technology is fighting me today. I don't like this. Alright. Now we continue. So it is day 1 of trial. We know Miss April May is up to something suspicious. She had a wiretap in her hotel room. And she's the one whose testimony basically is cinching that Maya is the killer. So let's see if we can shake her loose. Let's see if we can show her that we are smart lawyer. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court courtroom. Number 1. Oh my god. Here's another fun thing. The very first time I streamed Phoenix Wright, I had a green keyed everything without even thinking. Like, this was like on my debut stream when I was still learning to do everything. I had green keyed VTube Studio, so all of this text was missing when I went to the VOD. It's like, whoops! It's like, things you didn't consider, because yeah, 95% of games don't have text that color. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. I nearly said Mia Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Okay, his coat is kind of looking red, but I swear to God, in the old games, it was like fuchsia. Like it was a hot pink. Or is this like a Mandela effect happening? Oh no. Oh no. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth, my ex. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. In the courtroom? Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. Case closed. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Oh yeah, so fun law fact. In every country, there's different ways to address for the prosecution and like defense to address each other. My favorite thing is in Canada, you're supposed to address the opposite as like my friend. Like you're supposed to be friendly about it, but it ends up being like hilariously condescending sometimes. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir! I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir! Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Did we draw this ourselves, or did we get this from the landlord? Who knows? The body was found here the body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. Can you yes, sir, this man any harder? It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Yeah, they're not very bright. Then again, the judges probably sees a lot of cases. And it's been like a month. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir! I had hard evidence she did it, sir! Huh, Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. It better not be circumstantial garbage. We deal in hard facts here. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey! Maya just threw something at me! It's kind of wet and sticky. Is this a spitball? What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Huh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. And somehow no one noticed the defendant launching a paper ball across the courtroom. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Phoenix, you passed the bar exam, right? How do you not... well. May's arrest. May's arrest? Maya's arrest. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. There were 2 people there already. Alright, 2 people already. Detective Gumshoe. How long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast! Our motto this month is quick response. That should be our motto every month. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I think this is a dumb thing to press, but I'm doing it anyway. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, did you stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene? Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. It might cost me hit points later on. I immediately arrested Maya. Why's that? What's your reason? We had a witness account describing her. That's it? Hold on, just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it. Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May is as suspicious as she sure is in pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Ah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. We seem to do this way too often. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Even though that is highly improbable. Also, the autopsy report said she died instantly. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Your hard evidence is garbage. That's what I think of your hard evidence. Your hard evidence is jello at best. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why did you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Do you not take notes into the courtroom? Like, are you not prepped? Does the prosecution not discuss the plan with you? Like, try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright, let's see here. This is one of those where it's like I figured out what we need to do to refute this, but sometimes it's not always clear what point you have to do it on. Before she died, okay, there we go. Present. Autopsy report, death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe! There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately would have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... oh no. The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What?! A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. Ah, you just needed to introduce some doubt. God. I actually saw a YouTube short the other day of that, like, lawyer plays Phoenix Wright playthrough from years ago. The lawyer playing it lost his mind when this happened. He's like, you can't just drop this in the middle of court. Like, you have to tell me. You have to introduce this beforehand. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve! Why, Mr. Rage, you look shocked! Something you want to say? You're a sham. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks. Why not? No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. May have lived for a few minutes, Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Why are we calling a grown woman a girl? That's not how this works, buddy. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? A great question. None of it. Witness, your name, please? April May! At your service. Wink! Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. And maybe women, who knows. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Oh, gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fanco law offices. That's right, big boy. What? Your Honor, she's innocent? Zod. We need a horny bonk emote. Someone bonk. Someone bonk this man. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Ah, there we go. Self-bonk. Perfect. Witness account. It was like 9 at night. I looked outside the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she got up to her and she hit her. And the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy wink. She can make those things bounce on command, I swear. Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. What? Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? Literally, the judge cannot just say, You know what? Never mind. You don't get a cross-examination. This is an iron-tight testimony. Moving on. That's not how the law works. I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. We're talking about her testimony, not her biddies. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Has to have some weakness. Alright, very well. You may begin. She's got like the full-on Nako, like, face. It was like 9, looked out the window. Let's see. Let's try pressing that. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof. It is not bulletproof. He's right. I question it. Hold on a minute! The testimony stinks! What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Is it you saw nothing or you're lying? Or it doesn't matter. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Ah! April May, your foundation is cracking. Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me about. Because I'm clueless about this. I mean, I'm only a selective bimbo. I'm not actually a bimbo. I'm just a bimbo when, like, you know, it will get me far. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. The eye twitch is so good. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, if I cry, will you leave me alone? Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. I literally saw her. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the drive little details were necessary, darling. My personality is slipping. The court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. While I go barf in the trash can under my desk. Damn, I almost had her. Witness account. I did see everything, I did! Winky face, yes. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue-y clock? A thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? What startles me is you knew it was a clock. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Time to roast her! And present. Looks like a statue, but is actually a clock. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Especially not across the street. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this the clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Hell no! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Fine. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If he had stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Really? That sounds like baloney. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Oh, wait, could it have run? The clockwork was missing. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question ran. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Sure, it is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have run. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? That's what you take offense to? Of course. Well, Miss May? Tisku tisku. Tisku tisku. What now? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. With your big clown act. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I mean, it was in evidence. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. What, in like 3 minutes after killing them, they decide to empty the clock? Like, the clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes. Yes, we can. Oh, oh, oh. Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the cell phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? Oh my god, look at his eyes. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Uh-oh. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then? If you could. Ah, I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Oh, ad break! Okay, we will pause it here and wait for the folks who get trapped with ads to come on back. So, get up, stretch, get some water, and then we will continue to roast, Miss May. Bill, alright, we back. We continue continue the roast of Miss May. Ahem. The clockwork was removed at 9 a.m., which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Cat got your tongue? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well... Hello, thank you for the head pat. Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops. Yeah, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Oh, come on, Judge. You know the clock is... There's not many of those clocks. Does the defense have any objections? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please proceed. Produce this evidence. Isn't it the statue? It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores! Even Grandma's knitted socks! Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! The facade is cracking. All her mascara and eyeliner and false lashes just flew off, and I think the girls dropped as well. Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. So by cracking, I guess I meant burst. Oh yeah. If you've never seen any of the Phoenix Wright games before, this is kind of like one of their well-known gimmicks, is when you finally corner a witness, like their avatar changes and you kind of see their true selves. So everyone has like, a very like, enraged face or like what have you. Oh. Silly me. Did I like lose it? I guess I did. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask, tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? That face. Damn. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... You had heard about it, Diana Cuter? Of course I'm cuter! The witness had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She... heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard that the murder weapon was a clock. Wiretapping, bitches! Have a look at this. Oh, I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss May's phone, were you not? Ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? You dumbass. Can you prove that? I think not. Yes, I can! What? Literally, he just played a conversation on... He literally just played that conversation on the phone. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the phone! I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold onto for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor? Look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You're a lawyer? It's not fair, all of you getting up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Damn. She's already sobbing in court. Ease off the gas a little, at least. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question! Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Is it tippity-taping or irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Is that a point? While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious! No way! Way, I say. Oh, I assure you I'm serious. Huh. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No! They're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well... Boop. Ah, not my nose. Call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. Whoosh. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. Now that is twisted. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Give up? Yeah, just let her be guilty anyway. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for... well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Cool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh! Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Damn, he brought the full afternoon tea set. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. Happy to be of service. That tea set looks, rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Cadewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Oh, look at this man being seduced. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Miss May's room service. This is for 4 generations. I believe we received a call in the evening. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought precisely on the dot. 9 on the dot, you say? Thanks, Twitch Mobile crashing for no reason. Yeah, the preview I have in Twitch's Steam Manager also crashed. I think Twitch is just having issues today. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Okay, I brought it to her precisely at the time, of course. Precisely 9, then? Precisely. Exactly. Most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Dang, too cute. Twitch can't handle it. It hurts to be this adorable, I tell you. Life is rough. Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, hee hee. I like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? Sure, I guess Miss May herself, okay? You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an enduring mannerism of mine. The man gave himself a Nano Dessoir catchphrase. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasse, sir. Embrasse? Is that French for embrace? Nah. It's French for a kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. You could also say baisse. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say embrasse. My grandma was always like, donne-moi une petite baisse. I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. But then again, I'm French-Canadian. French is different, so. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Uh-oh. Tisk tisk. Finally. French America? French Canadian. French America is different. That's Cajun. French Canadian means, like, Ontarian French, or in French, anywhere else, because I am pretty sure people from Quebec just call themselves Québécois. Canada, French America? Oh my god. I will assure you that the idea that Canadians speak French is greatly exaggerated. Like, Quebec? Absolutely. Rest of the country? No. I have a coworker who can't even say bonjour. Like, now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Spanish it's un beso. Oh, yeah. It's similar in French because, I mean, French, Spanish, and Italian all share similar roots. Protest. It's like a chicken and an egg when it comes to French and English. Like, was it a restaurant first or was it un restaurant first? Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask. One last question. Your Honor? I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. We don't care about that. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. Why was it a disappointment? Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd had little chance. But even I'd have little chance with her lover there. Right, there were 2 glasses in the room. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object, that was objectionable. I just didn't like it. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who, he advised me to shut up while also making me a coffee. He asked me not to mention if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oi! You fool! Imagine just casually admitting that, your witness casually giving away that you prepped them. I've done it! I've won! That backfired? Ooh, it backfired so brilliantly. Miss April May checked into a twin room with the man. I mean, that's the weird thing, too. Casual felony? Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing, though, like, you could check the window and Phoenix is like, oh yeah, like, look at the sunlight. And meanwhile, I'm here going, there's a bottle of wine and 2 glasses on the table. Why are we not asking where the other room's occupant is? And nobody gave a shit. Nope. Though there are people that do actually, go to jail in this universe for crimes that happened on the stand. It's just not very often. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. I assumed he was using the body. Just not edgelord, nope. Apparently, yeah, the Japanese justice system is skewed pretty heavily in favor of the prosecution. They can get away with just about anything. And that's what the game's sort of riffing on. Your Honor! We have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple, it was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May! Ugh. Why did he not see that coming? Your Honor! As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. And also the wiretap had to get into that desk drawer at some point. And we found evidence that her phone was, Mia's phone was, like, taken apart, so. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the man from the court. Upstart! Amateur! These accusations are ludicrous! Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Miss Parfait. Court is adjourned. Yay! Lunch break. 2:24 p.m. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his with his wide eyes and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. Oh, no. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? No. Well. No, I don't think so. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? The man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis... Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you! I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Oh my god. So I assume she is going to prison for wiretapping and also for lying on the stand. Victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Challenging to a duel, pistols at dawn, the shall decide the case on my alleged tax evasion. Phoenix, don't avoid your taxes. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Da 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 da. To be continued. Saving content. Save your progress? Yes, please. taxes are like missiles, it's best to evade them. That is not how taxes and the law work. Alright, I'm gonna run and get some more water. Doing all these voices is a little rough on the vocal cords, and I ran out of water, so give me uno momento, and I will go grab some water, and then we will keep going. Got about like another hour before I usually wrap up, so we'll probably get through the investigation portion, and next time we play, we'll be ready to go for the final part of the trial. Yay! Okie dokie. Oh. Moving on. At least in this game, you don't gotta worry about having multiple save files for the most part. The game doesn't really let you game over and screw yourself over. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Uh-oh, are we going? Ah! Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not! You stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, a laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask me then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Great question. Duck. That man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold. So criminal. It is a crime. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Yeah. Creep. This woman is impossible. How does learning that tapping the phone is illegal make you a creep? Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. But bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers? Or just me? Probably both. I wonder if there is anything we can do. Hey, guess what? Actually, I, really hate your cuts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Alright, fair enough. I will, find a way to pry your secrets out. Room 303? Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Tooting your own horn, huh? Oh, thanks? Sorry for, putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with the murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there is anything I can bring you. Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. The man with May. I want to ask you about the man who was with Miss May? Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent. Danger. You keep deluluing yourself, sir. Here we are. In total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. We had a photo of the man. I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo. Alright, so we gotta find some men that Miss May knows. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely! And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? I think you would never get another customer. Sounds great! Whatever floats your tea, set. Alright, nothing else, okay. What if we go to the law offices? September 7th, Banco Law Offices. Looks like Forensics has taken the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. I don't think we're supposed to be here quite yet. Okay. So I guess Grossberg was the correct choice? Huh. Looks like Grossberg is out today, and his painting is gone. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Oh, hey! Who the heck is this? What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencils on the back. DL6 Incident, Exhibit A. DL6 Incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. What's Exhibit B? Oh my god! He's got a butt chin. Why would Grossberg have a picture of this man? This might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. I'm just borrowing it. I'll return it later. Aha, a picture of a man, huh? Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No. No. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Sure. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Alright. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Alright, we've got some ammunition. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, do you? You also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Ripperoonie! Hey, bitch. Guess what? Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times I'm not telling you. What did you... Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. Yep. There you go. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Hang on. We have so much evidence now, we have 2 pages. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. He was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard! This is it, all or nothing! No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to a murder, your little friend is missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Ugh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes! Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now tell me about the man you were with. That man. He's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White? Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it the detective agency. Or a blackmail factory. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Damn! You know, we probably could have used that in court. Alright, this is kind of ridiculous. Where the heck is that loafer? That old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you again! Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, well. You were quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial! The trial! He was there? Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. I guess something got passed down through Mia? Maybe? It brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, well, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd rather you give me some information. Today's trial? So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Oh, you do have a conscience. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. If you were that worried about it, why did you offer to defend her? Your refusal. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Right. Mr. Right? Ha ha ha. No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. Does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. That painting? The other day, I'm sure there was a big, pretentious-looking painting on that wall. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know, the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Ah, yes, well, I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. Sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business. Please, speak no more of that accursed painting. I didn't, Sorry, I took this from your desk. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? Give it back at once! Sorry to have taken it without your knowledge. But I have to know, who is this man? It was most likely in April May's room the night of the murder. What's that you say? Are you quite sure, my boy? What has him so flustered, I wonder? I beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone. He's fallen silent as a stone. A rather large stone. I guess I should return that photo. The rest of the stuff is gone. Darn. Alright, move? Nah. Whoops. Not sure if we should go here first or Blue Corp first. I guess we will chop. You couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of the files missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. What? Okay. Then yeah, we definitely aren't supposed to be here yet. If he says he feels like the files are missing, then that means at some point we're gonna check and notice the files are indeed missing. Alright, go to Blue Corp. Ah! So that's where the painting went. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name! What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Right isn't right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the orderly challenged. What a fruitcake! Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Just slightly, Miss May. And I just saw that an ad break is coming in like 5-ish minutes. I think we'll get through talking with, Mr. White before then, though. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. Though if she is your secretary, I can imagine you made her do some dirty work. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. And she did say she was afraid what happened to me and what happened to her, so... night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. Oh, really? So if I show up late to work every day, you wouldn't mind? My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although, I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Huh, he raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? You should have seen the same thing as April May. The police. The courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Damn. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah! Excellent question! We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. No shit, really? Wow! Wow, I never would have guessed. Holy shit, that's incredible! What a pleasant man. Oh yeah, he is. He is like, yeah. I, Red White of Blue Corp as founder and CEO, named it so. Let me guess, you like the color blue. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue. Oh man, no way! Fantabulistic, is it not? God, sir. You're so predictable. That painting. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple. Or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Roan, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada! Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney Grody Burger. What? Oh, oh, oh! Uh, uh, he punched me! Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away! I welcome it, for it was you who'll be found guilty. What? Read my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. Did it say comprehension or compensation? Damn. I know there's a way to get, like, the record of the conversation back. Fine. I'll check the VOD later. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Uh-oh, ad break. I'll be quick. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. And then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Alright, ad break. We will be right back. And we are going to get to the bottom of this man, turn him upside down, shake him down, and throw away the key. Okay, we back. We back. Alright. Quickly. We must gather evidence and throw this man in trash can. Alright, move. Grossberg? Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing there. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. Huh? I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. Today's trial. So you came to see the— oh! Does anything change? Mr. White? So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh? What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just that big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? Excuse me. The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Yeah, no kidding. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. You're lovers? Oh no. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest, so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you're Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels at finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. Damn, 15 years? 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. I'm on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore, to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. How wonderful that nobody is willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. Reason for blackmail. Why were you being blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. Damn. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. And then you spent 15 years paying him back those riches with interest. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Damn, yeah, he probably would have been killed. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay, the DL6 incident. What is the DL6 incident? This will crop up a lot in this game. It's very important. It's a connecting thread. DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Faye? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Alright. Might as well go through the last one. I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Right? No. Okay. Just trying to have a feeling I know what it is. Alright. Let's check the offices. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said that there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Alright. All the case files the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Let's start 8I. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. Ha ha ha. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Yep, read it. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So, Mia knew Grossberg. Not only did she know she worked for him. I thought that was already established. But maybe not. All the case files. Which file should I look at? J to S? Let's see. J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of it? Sure, skim it. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part here is at the end in S. Suicide? Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Article about a politician's suicide. The word white is written in pencil at the top. Okay. Let's... I think we got everything that was relevant, but let's check. T-U... I know. W. White. The entire W section is missing. Damn, dude just literally took everything about himself. Alright, let's go check the Roseburg. Present. I found this in Mia's files, so she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you want to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Really? Is that it? Apparently, Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Damn. Alright, I thought maybe we could talk to, Maya? Well, heard you, persistent. Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer. I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. A blackmail. There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. Something stuck to my face? Why, yes, there's my eyes and my nose and my mouth, but of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It's okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. The fuck is wrong with this guy? This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me. How? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia, that's Miss Faye to you. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Roan, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Uh-oh. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Roan will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're Roan. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Roan. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. How do you maintain a company based solely on blackmail? So, my understanding of how this would work is probably what happened is he blackmailed someone at some point, got that money, and like basically it's like a pyramid scheme. He used the money he got from blackmail to bribe more people to give him information to use to blackmail more people, and then he used that money and like it just keeps going on and on. So eventually he built this company to help him gather information en masse so he could blackmail a large number of people. And thus, like, it's labeled as information gathering, as though it's like, you know, a detective agency, when really, like, it's it's so he can blackmail people for his own purposes. Because literally and unfortunately, there are companies out there where it is told that there are companies out there that solely exist to support a pyramid scheme. And sometimes the people working for them are fully aware and they figured it out and they just don't care, or they feel like they're in too deep and if they leave now, like, you know, they're gonna get blackmailed and their lives ruined. Or like they just try and like they turn a blind eye and just hope they're wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. Wait? That's you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man! What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now! Did I not tell you, Mr. Roan? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you! I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. That's fine, I can self-defend myself. I'm a lawyer. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously enough that they will make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix, right. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? No. Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Roan. Damn. An hour after trial wrapped up, we've been arrested. September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. What's going to set a trap for me? And the prosecution will be in on it, of course. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya! Great! They let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I mean, I'm on the other side of the glass. I explained what happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? The entire world. First my mother, my sister, and now you! This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... cheer me on? Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. I mean, I was just kidding. Alright, leave it to me. Uh-huh. I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. What? Wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trail tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. But tomorrow, we're playing a different game. So Mr. Nick is gonna have to wait a bit. But this should be the last trial for this particular episode. So next time we play, we'll finish up this case and we'll be able to move on to the next one. Hooray! Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming along playing today. I wasn't able to do the voices quite as well. My throat is not the best today, unfortunately, but hey, we do what we must. We do what we can. But yeah, tomorrow, let me just double check. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Final Fantasy 3! Yeah! We might have to do... We're probably going to end up doing some grinding. Because I couldn't beat the tiny rat last time. Because we can only use magic. Sag. So probably should do some farming. See if we can find some ethers. Or at the very least level up enough so our magic actually does some decent damage. So I will see you guys tomorrow for some rat king slaying and some level grinding. And big rat will fall, big rat will fall, big time. Just you wait. But for now, that's it for me. So if it's daytime where you are, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If it's nighttime, I hope you have a great rest when you roll yourself off to bed. And take care of yourselves until next time I see ya. Wash your face, brush your teeth, eat good food. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Mwah.